Compass FM, welcoming the Mayor of the Waimakariri District, and this is your normal time now, isn't it?
It is, Kerry. It's great to be here with you and your listeners.
No, it's our listeners, Dan, just saying. It's
our listeners. I'm sorry, Kerry.
Hey,
yes, of course.
No, it's okay. It's all right. Hey, a couple of things that have popped up over the last day or so, and one of them in particular is a report coming out of a newspaper that the Waimakariri District Council proposing constructing a parking building in Rangiora, new community centres in Ravenswood, possibly a pool in Ravenswood as well. So where are we going to find all these millions?
Well, part of putting together a long-term plan is actually having a plan for our community. So what we're doing is we're actually proposing over the 10-year period that there be that we're considering the investment over that time. We've said that our first priority is actually to secure land in those locations and then consider the facilities at a later stage, which is appropriate. And it's come a time where in the Wood End, or particularly Ravenswood and Pegasus, there's a significant population there, and they're calling out for facilities of their own, and I certainly support that call. But as to what they will end up being is a matter of opinion. The same with a pool. It's just proposed that perhaps it should be considered there. So all we're doing is what we've suggested in our plan is we'll set aside some land and we'll consider those topics of pools and that at a later stage. Car parking building in Rangiora has been considered for a long time. There is certainly a need for car parking to be future-proofed. We've acquired all the land behind Conway Lane there, and in time we will look at the building of a facility. We've been looking at a public-private partnership. Unfortunately, the numbers at this stage just don't stack where we think they should be, but provide the provision of land and making sure that land is secured for the future of the town while we can is really important. We're leasing, we've got a private arrangement on Durham Street at the moment, where the Good Drop is in that location, but we've that's an area we came to an arrangement with to provide extra capacity, but we've got to make sure that we're providing for the future. If we don't, there's no point in planning for it.
I guess that's why they call it the long-term plan.
Indeed. Indeed. But hey, look, they're big conversations for our community. There's big sums of money involved, but if we're not thinking about that and contemplating it rightly, our community would say you're not job.
Have they started painting the Waimakariri Stadium yet?
I was in there about a week ago. The jib was up. A lot of the surfaces aren't painted, but the jib surfaces certainly will be. It wasn't painted when I was in there, but a lot of that's already been pre-painted.
Okay.
So look, if the stopping's done, it won't be far off.
Well, you'd be quite...
It's looking fantastic, really is.
When is it opening?
My understanding is later July.
Okay, so it's not very far away at all.
No,
so you didn't see a lot of people walking around with white overalls on?
Well, at the time we went in there, it was at the end of the day, so there wasn't. But look, the contractor's doing an absolutely outstanding job down there, and they're well on track. And just to take into account of that, there was all that period of lockdown, so they caught up with that pretty quickly, which is great.
Fantastic news. Okay, moving on to the next thing. ECAN announced a couple of weeks ago that they're going to whack 24% rate increase. 24% in itself sounds like an incredibly large amount, but I guess 24% of $10 isn't all that much. Is it coming from a low base, or what's going on there?
Well, their rating is certainly not at the level of ours as a council, but it's still a considerable amount when you contemplate it across Canterbury.
Okay, they're coming in pretty soon to have a chat to you about
Yeah, they're coming in today, go through it. Look, I put out some comments last week, say that from our perspective we're really concerned about it. We'll be strongly advocating that they reconsider where that's at, and including considering taking on debt, because a number of their projects a lot of their projects capital based. You can spread that over 30 plus years to ensure intergenerational equity. They're rated like we are AA financially, so they can borrow at a really low rate, and it's no different to any other household. You take on some debt to do your borrowing to make it more affordable for you. So I'm really concerned with where they're at presently, and we'll be raising that through the appropriate forums, and we'll be including making a submission into their LTP. But I've certainly made my views known to their chair and their elect members, and we will see where we take that over the coming period.
So in the meeting today, you possibly could take your glasses off, pinch your eyes together, then put your glasses back on, look at them over the top of the glasses there and go... Too much.
We could do, but we're in the partnership, in the Greater Christchurch Partnership. They're a partner. We have forums in which to address that. I note some other councils are talking about not collecting rates and doing that sort of thing. Look, they're always we have to us, but I'd rather address our remarks to our partners and see where we get to. But look, can I really encourage people, make your views known? There's no greater way than influencing a decision than actually letting your views be known.
And ECAN did say, we want to hear from you as well. I remember reading that a couple of weeks ago. Just to wrap it all up, over the weekend, Children's Day.
Yeah.
You're in Kaiapoi and cuddling up to a big teddy bear, was it? Did I see that?
Some character and some characters. Hey, look, Children's Day is fantastic, and it's an international recognised day, and it's about celebrating our children, our taonga, as they call it, our treasure. Family violence, child and family violence in this country are really concerning. Anything that can help turn that around, and events like that are really important. So, full credit to the organisers. There was a huge amount of there.
Yeah.
They were loving things like Sports Susie. I don't know if you've seen Sports Susie.
I've seen far too much of Sports Susie.
She's fantastic.
I got roped into one of her shows once, and she got her leg over the top of the big what are that, unicycle?
Oh yeah,
I've seen Sports Susie, all right.
Need we go any further with that one? Hey, but Eats and Beats this weekend.
Yes.
Do turn out and support that. A lot of events have been unfortunately cancelled recently, so it's a really great event happening on Saturday. Also, we've got I'll be going and representing the district at the 2-year anniversary for Shooter, which will be very sombre, but there's a bit coming on up this coming weekend. But Eats and Beats is one that I'm really looking forward to.
Talking about beats, how about this one here? You remember this one, the Romantics.
Kaipoi Fun Run as well, which I'm taking part in.
Go,
Saturday, Sunday. Look forward to seeing you there. Looking forward to hearing this song. This sounds awesome.
This is the Romantics, talking in your sleep, all right?
Have a good week, Kerry.
Thank you, Dan Gordon, Mayor of the Waimakariri District. Back again 8:10 next Tuesday morning. It's a regular time now.
Compass FM.